Tell them a little about my life, what happened, the ups and downs, and how to be careful with alcohol and maybe drugs, because time goes like that. And before you know, you're 35. When I was a young kid, had the old guy in the gym tell me, be careful. It's going to go like that. And I said, yeah, thanks a lot. It's not going to happen to me. And you know what? It happened to me. And I sat around waiting for fights. And I started drinking. And it slowed up and hurt my career.
Now, of course, one of your big fights when you were, was against Larry Holmes for the heavyweight championship of the world. And you guys, right? But you guys, you guys are good friends now. Talk about your relationship you have.
Well, we had a tough fight, and it was a lot of animosity and a lot of racism going on about that.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing that we were in the center of the ring, getting instructions that night for the fight, and Holmes looked at me right before the bell rang and said, "Listen, let's have a good fight tonight," and that's what sports are about.
Right.
And he won. I wasn't able to get any fights. I was only fighting once a year because I wasn't a part of King's Empire, so he didn't want to get me the experience I needed. I really needed 3 fights in between Norton and Holmes.
Right.
But I didn't get anything. I waited 13 months.
Yeah.
And for a professional athlete to not perform,
Sure.
So I was rusty, and it was 115 degrees that night, and I got a lot of stories, and he kept his championship, and I got stopped in the 13th round, and we stayed close together all these years, and we're still running strong.
What do you enjoy most about speaking at events like this one, Gerry?
Well, I want to just pass a message on that, you got to be really careful. Life passes by very quickly, and some of these athletes and these students are doing great. You need to stay focused on that and keep looking for the goal. And alcohol is a very big distraction, and we tend to forget about those goals when we're taking alcohol.
Talk about how you got Gerry Cooney to speak here tonight.
It was pretty neat. We got to thank all the people getting together and putting this thing. And when we started saying, hey, we want to do something for a little bit of a social thing, because as a booster club, you get caught up sometimes in our X's and O's, fundraising and that. And we want to put something social together. And our committee said, let's find something. And Gerry Cooney was heard at some of the golf outings. He's very involved with a lot of the nonprofit things that go on. He's got a lot of important messages for people to hear, especially for the younger kids. So when they brought the name up in his topic, it was a no-brainer. We said, let's bring Gerry in here, and he's going to do a nice job for all of us here.